Empezó la vaina, empezó el lore, empezó todo. Voy a hacer esto rápido de una horita. No quiero estar más aquí. Quiero ver qué hay nuevo. Qué hay de interesante, qué novedad hay. Así que... Vamos, ¿qué onda? El Genshin no lo toco desde... Bueno, desde que sacamos a Rukia o a Yaka, como quieren decirle. Y no tengo idea de qué hay hoy. Así que quiero echar una mirada. Me dijeron que hay una de esta historia, así que quiero comprobarlo por mí mismo. A ver, ¿qué hay acá? Bueno, protogemas no tengo tantas. Tengo... Debo tener unas 600, ¿no? 550. Está el banner de Baisu. Tenemos 18 días antes de la 3.7. Que no me interesa mucho, la verdad. Hay que ser honesto. Y vámonos al evento de turno. Que me dijeron que era... Esta sola diaria que me importa un huevo, la verdad. Me dijeron que este era de lore. Me dijeron, esta era de jugar los sabios y todo eso. Que ya la estoy jugando solito. Vamos a ver qué onda. Sombra que se tienen sobre un C2 escarlata. Ah, tengo que hacer la de... Bueno, está la legendaria de Orochimaru. Creo que tengo que hacer la legendaria de ella, ¿no? Vale. Tengo que hacer la... Bueno, me va a pedir el inicio de la legendaria como siempre. Bueno. Me cago en todo. Bueno, vamos a ver qué onda. A ver, hace rato que no juego. Son 10 para las 7. Bueno. Sigamos. A ver. Está en somero. Sí, creo que sí. Voy a ver qué hay de nuevo. No tengo ni puta idea. Voy a hacer el evento que me dijiste ayer que era historia, así que veamos qué hay de nuevo. A ver. Es acá, ¿no? ¡Mierda!
Paimon's trying to remember. What else did we put on our shopping list? Oh, what a mouth-watering smell. Paimon would know the aroma of biryani anywhere. Let's go get some.
¿Ya vas a buscar mi cartera tan tempranito? No voy a usar mi billetera en ti.
We can still add it to the list.
Well, if it isn't the Traveler and Paimon. Wasn't expecting to see you here.
Así que tú también estás aquí.
Hello there. Oh, it's been quite a while.
So you two are still hanging out together. Dia, didn't you say last time that you were gonna head back to the desert?
I said I was going to resign from being her bodyguard. Not that our friendship was over. We're still the best of friends. The Homayanis also still post jobs from time to time. Their pay is always generous, so me and the other mercs never pass them up.
I told Dia to just stay at our place when she took one of those jobs a few days ago. My parents were delighted. They even said that it always felt like we were missing someone whenever Dia wasn't around.
That sounds like something they would say, all right. Anyway, the job is already taken care of, so I was going to head back to the brigade as soon as I finished a little shopping. But the master kept insisting, and I ended up staying for another day.
You can stay for as many days as you want, Dia. Father hasn't even gotten around to treating you to his best dishes yet.
You know I'm not the kind of person to stay put in one place like that, my lady. Don't worry, though. There'll always be next time.
But she said they'll refuse that.
But wait. Didn't you say last time that you would take me on a trip to the desert? Why don't you just take me with you today when you leave? There are so many places I still haven't visited yet.
I'm sorry, my lady, but no can do. There's still a few things I need to take care of back at the brigade. Besides, the desert hasn't exactly been the most peaceful place lately.
Oh, come on. Not this again. That's also what you said last time and the time before that.
Me huele que está mintiendo.
I know, I'm sorry. Just give me some more time, and I promise I'll plan the best trip ever for you.
All right, fine. To be perfectly honest, it's not that I wanted to go, it's more like I feel like something is off about you lately. Ever since you first set foot on the estate a few days ago, you've been acting anxious and even paranoid. Have you been delaying our trip because you've run into some kind of trouble?
Nah, are you kidding?
Would you swear on that? Friends shouldn't lie to each other, you know. I wouldn't pry any further if you're willing to swear on what you just said.
¿En serio?
But if something really is bothering you, then just tell me. You know I'll help you however I can.
Oh, looks like Junior's...
You're too perceptive, my lady. I just thought that nothing good could come out of telling you about the messy happenings of mercenaries. Knowing too much only leads to more. Mercenary life is a dog-eat-dog world where Mora reigns supreme.
That doesn't change anything about what I just said, though. We're still friends, and I can only support you if I understand what's bothering you.
My lady, you're not gonna... All right, I'll share what I know.
¿Ahora qué?
Okay, let's talk here. Just try not to draw any extra attention.
¿Escuchaste, Paimon? No llamé la atención.
As you may already know, the Eremites have both a lot of mercenaries and a complex organizational structure. My brigade is called the Blazing Beasts. We're not a large group, but every member is loyal and brave.
Las alimañas flamígeras. Ese nombre no me gusta nadita, weón.
However, not all Eremite brigades are like mine. Some are willing to cross all kinds of lines for the sake of Mora. The most notorious is a faction known as Deshret's Relics.
Deshret's Relics? Judging from the name, they must really look up to...
Sí, creo que recuerdo ese tipo.
Yep, you got it. I've heard that you've already crossed paths with Ain al-Akmar.
Oh, you mean the group that tried to sell us the Divine Knowledge Capsule?
Deshret's Relics is composed of many smaller... On any other day, I would want nothing to do with them.
Dakan?
I think it means beard or something. Believe me, it's a really stupid name. I found it insufferable for years.
¿Qué perspicaz?
Anyway, the real issue is that Dakan al-Akmar is led by my father, Kusela.
Say what now?
Qué mala wea.
I think I'm starting to understand your anxiety.
I won't go into details, my lady, but they've been involved in a lot of violence.
100?
Yep. The scenes tend to be quite gruesome, too. They strip the victims of all their Not only have they targeted merchant caravans and ordinary citizens...
That's beyond terrible. They won't even...
I don't know how Deshret's Relic sees it. All I do know is that Dakan al-Akmar has become more and more aggressive over the last few years. If I don't do something about them, then even my brigade or the people of Aru village could become their next target. I just wish I knew what's driven him to do this.
Yeah. How can your father do such terrible things?
I don't know. People change. He's always been pretty pathetic. But at least in the past, there was...
That's setting the bar pretty...
I mean, if he was even remotely decent, then why would I have to leave the brigade and cut all ties with him?
Técnicamente.
He was loud and foolish, with no real sense of purpose. Instead of doing anything useful, he spent most of his time drinking and chasing after women. Of course, the other brigade members were just like him.
Sounds like a nightmare.
What about your mother? Did she ever step in to stop them?
Unfortunately, I never knew my mother.
I'm sorry.
It's all right, my lady. That's pretty common in mercenary circles. Didn't I mention that my father... He told me that he wasn't sure who my mother was. And in any case, she never came to see me. He'd say, "You'll be fine as long as you remember to stick with Dad." But even then, he left most of the parenting to the brigade. But the problem was that he had terrible taste. He only knew a few stories. They were tales of desert warriors defeating dragons in the forest.
Sounds like your typical fairy tales.
More or less, yeah. They were interesting maybe the first or second time around. But after about 20 repeats, they started to get a little dull. He seemed to think those stories were the best things ever, though. He was so into them that he'd call the whole... Even the toys he gave me would all be story props. I'd get helmets, shields... It was only much later when I realized that the shows were more for him than they ever were for me.
What an interesting guy.
Ajá. Opino lo mismo.
Yeah, I've always found him pretty childish. But that was something I could just shrug off. I had no reason to despise him. Until I grew up and learned the truth. Looting, blackmail, violence, and fraud. No one in the brigade was any kind of hero. Instead, my father and his cronies were more like the bad guys that needed to be taken down. Did they really think that as long as they didn't do any of that stuff right in front of me, I would never know?
I think I can understand your feelings. The difference between perception and reality must have hit hard.
Yeah, but don't worry, my lady. It's all water under the bridge to me now. I had a huge argument with my father and left that place behind for good. I'm not investigating them due to any bitter feelings I still have towards my father. I just want to protect those that are close to me.
Solo quiere saber la verdad. Entonces sepamos.
Yeah, I told the boys to gather as much information as they could. Most of the reports concern violent incidents, but there's also some talk of smuggling.
I see.
Bien.
But isn't this investigation incredibly
Ya
dangerous?
se acabó la
It is,
pausa.
but
Hola,
every
Miriam.
mercenary lives life on the edge.
That may be true, but it'll be impossible for those who care about you not to worry.
Well, now you get why I didn't want to
What should we do? They both have valid concerns.
Bueno, yo iré con ella.
But there's no need for you.
Well, he's super tough, so if he went into the desert with you, then Paimon bets the problem will be solved in no time.
I'm inclined to agree. I'd feel a lot more at ease if you took him along to help.
No te preocupes, la protegeré bien. Ese es mi trabajo.
I'll wait for news from you in the city until then.
I'm honored that you care so much for me, my lady.
Bien, vámonos.
All right, then let's get moving. Our first stop will be Caravan Rebot, so
Ha.
we can catch up a bit with my fellow mercs.
Sea quien sea, le patearé el trasero. Sangre de leona.
Studying is far less money.
Bueno, ahora podemos ir a la otra parte de la misión. Acá, ¿no? Llegamos. Así que aquí es. Bien, empieza a hablar.
A moment, if you would. Are you two the famous Traveler and Paimon by any chance?
Sí, la verdad sí.
Sure are. And who are you?
My name is Wikas, a member of the Academia Extravaganza Planning Committee. Have you two heard of this festival?
Acabamos de darnos cuenta.
Yep, and that's exactly why we're here.
Is that so? Looks like our advertising is working. Since you're both interested, would you mind if I gave you a brief explanation of the event?
De acuerdo.
So, the Academia Extravaganza is a grand event run by the Academia with a long and storied history. To be precise, it can be divided into the Wisdom Gala and the Inter-Darshan Championship. The gala is held annually. During this time, all 6 Darshans will set up booths throughout the city and host guests to showcase the most fascinating aspects of their school. And thus, on the other hand, the championship is held once every 4 years. Each Darshan will send a representative to vie for the position of Grand Champion. This year, the gala is being held alongside the championship. So the mood in the city is, as they say.
Got it. Cool. Thanks.
You're most welcome. Answering questions regarding the Academia
Huh? Need our help with something?
Un favor.
Let me begin by saying that this year's Academia Lesser Lord Kusanali and the sages came up with a plan for the Academia to recruit talented people from the desert starting next year. As such, we've invited a great number of desert dwellers to take part in this festival. So I've heard that the two of you are famous across both the rainforest and desert. With your participation, especially in the Inter-Darshan Championship, more people will definitely come to appreciate the festival.
Pero nosotros no somos integrantes de la academia.
Exactly. Or do you mean you want us to join a Darshan? But then we would have to deal with exams and essays and stuff like that.
No need to worry. The championship participants have already been selected. I mean to invite the two of you as guest commentators. Your job will be to observe and record every part of the competition.
Ah, mi momento ha llegado.
There's no pressure. Just follow each match and enjoy the festival. Aside from that, we'll also prepare some compensation for your efforts. We won't have you working for free.
Creo que no me queda otra que aceptar, ¿verdad?
That kind of sounds like a sweet deal. What do you think?
You can head over to the festival venue later. An organizer there will introduce each participant.
De acuerdo.
Some of them even might be people you recognize. I'll leave it at that for now. So, how about it?
Intentémoslo.
Wow, having fun while getting paid? This sounds awesome!
The main event venue is at the outskirts of the Citadel of Regzar, and the organizer you're looking for is Karina. Tell her the situation and she'll get you set up. The championship is going to begin soon. I wish you a good experience serving as commentators. If you have any doubts, come find me anytime.
Alrighty, off we go!
En marcha. Tiene que ser aquí, ¿verdad?
Welcome, one and all, to the Academia Extravaganza.
Con que ella es Karina.
Now then, allow me to reveal the prizes for this iteration of the Inter-Darshan Championship.
Bueno, puro diálogo, la verdad. Aún no ha pasado nada. Interesante, la verdad.
Fabulous monetary rewards, research funds, a limited edition Genius Invocation TCG
Ooh.
card, and the right to wear the Diadem of Knowledge. I believe that I need not elaborate as to how this is a symbol of great honor.
She should be Karina, right?
Sí, ya lo noté.
Looks like she's in the middle of something. Let's wait till she's less busy, then go introduce ourselves.
Bueno,
The Diadem of Knowledge. What a perfect work of art.
básicamente sí.
Every time I see it, I feel like I'm losing myself in its beauty. The one who proves fit to wear it must be a rare genius indeed.
I believe that most of you have already seen the Diadem of Knowledge or have heard tales about it.
¿Por qué
20
todos los
years ago,
NPC son
a researcher
iguales?
named Sachin
Siempre
bought
voy a
a
decir lo
full
mismo.
Aurora before donating it to the Academia. The generous championship prizes are also sourced from his sponsorship. Before we begin, allow me to express our gratitude to this researcher, who cannot be with us right now.
¿Quién rayos es ese tipo?
Get worse. Things can only go from bad to worse.
Confiesa, ¿qué es ese tu lugar? ¿Quién eres tú?
Human nature begets conflict, and conflict begets ruin. From the beginning, the seeds of wickedness have been.
Se me hace conocido este vejete.
Hey, stop spacing out! Paimon called out to you, but you didn't respond. You okay? Did you stay up late without telling Paimon?
All right. I'm sure we're all more than ready for the championship to begin. Now then, let's invite our 6 Darshan representatives to the stage. Our contestants are... Representing Amorta, Tainari!
¡No, Cerito!
Representing Spontamod, Sino!
¡Mierda, yo también! ¿Ah?
Representing Rotawahist, Layla! Representing Haravatat, Farzan!
La hermana de Toshiro.
Representing Kasharawar, Kave! And for Vahumana... Is Vahumana's representative not here yet?
These introductions are pointless. Let's just get this over with.
¿Qué? Right Wing. Dunker y Scaramouche están en el mismo evento. ¡Me cago en la...
Wait a sec. Why is he Vahumana's representative?
Finally, our final contestant is Vahumana's representative.
Don Sombrero.
Hey, guy.
Oh, so that's Hat Guy. I think...
You know who he is?
I've heard that he's a researcher from a different country who nominally belongs to Vahumana. Word is that he's written a lot of political analyses. His manner of speech hasn't made
La
him
batalla
popular
padre-hijo.
amongst
Dunker
most other
Hakaishi con
Vahumana
su hijo se
researchers,
encuentra
but his
por
comings and
primera
goings
vez.
are quite irregular, so he doesn't interact with others much.
Y ya redimido.
Aside from his more controversial aspects, his perspectives are considered quite incisive. Vahumana has seen a dearth of new talent lately, and some of its existing ones are not currently at the academia, so I suspect he might have been their only option.
It's just kind of weird. He doesn't seem like the kind of guy who'd participate in competitions like this one.
Seguro Najida se lo pidió.
Now that we have our 6 contestants, the championship will soon begin. Who will triumph this time around? Hold on to your hats, because we're all on this ride together.
Huh. We really do know a lot of the contestants. Oh, right. We're guest commentators, aren't we? So figuring out everyone's reasons for participating is in our job description.
Bien.
Let's go ask them when we go say hi. Especially him. Paimon still thinks it's weird that he's here.
Sí, de acuerdo, de acuerdo. Bien, empecemos. Habla con Farzan primero.
Kave! Farzan! Layla!
Hello, viejos.
Huh? Oh, it's you. Why are you here?
Pues
We're
verás.
here especially invited guest commentators. Our job is to record what happens during the competition.
Is that so? In that case, I'll have to trouble you to catch the moment of my triumph on camera. Remember to shoot from behind at a lower angle. You know, to capture a senior's class.
Farzan, erudita del siglo pasado, reputada del económicamente conocida en el campo de Casillas. Farzan una vez que atrapada la primera conocida tuvo que lidiar con mucho prisa para percabar. Por ello, los campos alicios encontraron siglos después de salir de ellos. No coincide en cosas actualmente por diferencia internacional. El falta de crítica y retórica con la hecha. Sin embargo, como te dije, se dio como doña Jorge sobre mucho más adelante.
ahead of yourself now. Victory will
Bueno,
obviously be mine.
básicamente tiene delirio de grandeza, en resumen.
You're far too young to even consider challenging me. Kasharwar or Ratawahist, you're all children as far as I'm concerned.
Actually, I was going to ask, how do you know me, Madame Farzan?
Huh? You don't remember? I sometimes see you in the library at night. You even waved at me.
What? I don't remember doing that at all.
Huh. How strange. However, this is not the time for curiosity. I am Farozan, a household name in Haravatat. You are Layla from Ratawahist, I presume?
Yes.
Good. Then we are officially introduced. See? Simple as that. I like respectful ones, by the way. Would you like to join my research group?
Madame Faruzan, I'm quite sure this counts as poaching. Let's dial things down.
Oh.
I know, but it's been tough getting people these days. And research funding has been hard to secure. But once I win this tournament, it'll be a different story.
So you're just here to increase the amount of funding you're getting?
Well, not just that. What, are you curious about my reasons for participating in this event? Well, I suppose that's to be expected. You are our guest commentators after all.
Exacto.
There's been an influx of newly enrolled students, and they'll be paying close attention to this competition. If I do win, I'm certain that there will be no lack of students knocking upon my door. Moreover, research resources will be made available to the victor, so that will nix my funding issues. Therefore, my two juniors, I do apologize, but I fully intend to emerge triumphant.
Hey, ya me cayó bien.
I'll do my best as well. At least I don't plan to lose too badly. So, why are you here, Layla? I don't know why, but a lot of people recommended me. I didn't sign up myself. I'm really nervous. I've been so worried about disappointing everyone that I've been losing sleep.
Stress not, young one. We must all experience failure to grow and mature.
But Madame Farzan...
Seriously? Everyone has such nice reasons for joining.
¿Y qué de ti, cabeza?
Must I?
Yes, you do!
Well, you know, right? I want to buy some property.
Oh, that's right! You want to move out of Alhatham's.
What? Alhaitham? What about him? This has nothing to do with him.
Danker no tiene nada que ver en esto. Creo que te equivocaste, Paimon. No debiste haber dicho eso.
Oh, right. Sorry, Paimon has no idea what she was talking about. So, you want to use the grand prize to buy a place, right?
Correct. Also, my father took part in the Interdarshan Championship when I was young, but he didn't win. Once I do, the right to wear that diadem will be mine. In a way, I'll be helping my father fulfill a dream of his.
That's not a bad reason at all. You have ambition, youngster. Although your chances with me here aren't great, I believe your father would be most proud if the diadem of knowledge were bestowed upon you.
Not that he'll have the chance to celebrate. My father passed away many years ago. They say...
For you to have experienced such a thing...
It's all in the past now, and life goes on, doesn't it? Let's change topics. I don't want to bring the mood down.
All right. Earlier, you said that you want to use the prize Mora to purchase a home. Where do you live now? Do you live alone? I also heard you mention Alhaitham just a moment ago. Isn't he also from Haravatat?
No, of course not. Why would you think that?
Paimon's definitely not involved either. We're gonna go interview other contestants now. Bye!
Creo que vas a tener que disculparte, ¿no crees?
We meet again, you two.
Claro que sí.
Hey, Tainari. We came here to check out this extravaganza event, and then they invited us to be guest commentators.
Is that so? I heard that there would be guest commentators recording the proceedings with cameras, but I didn't expect they'd be you two.
It's a pleasant surprise that you're visiting Sumeru again while I'm still on leave. When everything comes together perfectly like this,
Sé que aún
I
estoy de
call it the
vacaciones,
biryani factor.
pero tengo que preguntarles algo. ¿Ha ocurrido algo fuera de lo normal?
Because it's always rice to meet stew again.
Hijo de... Porque lo saqué, es una coincidencia. Ya empezamos ya.
So, Tainari, you're representing Amurta, and Sino is representing Spontamod. But haven't you both already graduated?
I had wondered the same thing. When I was told the news, I was actually more shocked than you are now. I later found out that anyone who has been a part of a particular darshan has the right to participate. Graduation status has no effect.
Creo que ya le cambiaron la voz. Le siento la voz un poco distinta.
So that's a rule.
There are some restrictions, though. For example, sages cannot participate. Any given person can only participate in one instance of the championship, and so on.
Pero hay algunas condiciones. Los participantes no pueden repetir campeonatos. Y solo pueden participar una vez. Y tampoco los sabios tienen permitido participar en esto.
That's right. Also, there are two methods by which the darshan representatives are chosen. One is self-nomination, and the other is to be recommended by over half of one's darshan.
Ya veo.
You must have been a case of the latter, Tainari.
I heard that quite a few of your juniors petitioned for your candidacy.
Escuché que muchos votaron por ti.
Sometimes I wish I could clap a few of them over the head and tell them to spend that time on studying instead.
¿No puedes rechazar esto?
Well, you can, but after some consideration, I realized this could be a good opportunity for me.
Ah, ya veo.
Next month, we're having a public lecture on ecology at Gandharvaville. If I participate in this event, I might be able to utilize its popularity to promote the lecture.
Que básicamente estaba preguntando el Zaino si había pasado algo fuera de lo normal y encontraron si es una verdad coincidencia. O sea, básicamente mezcló las palabras que con lo que había dicho antes con la coincidencia.
I'm not that concerned about becoming the champion, unlike someone here.
Entonces tú te postulaste a ti mismo, Danker.
Yes. I'm using the last of my leave for this. When I heard that a limited edition Genius Invocation TCG card was one of the prizes,
Así
I
es.
signed myself up.
Estoy descansando y aproveché los últimos días que me quedan para conseguir una carta de edición limitada.
This year's card is a rare one indeed. It would be a shame if I missed out on it.
La carta es poco común. No puedo dejar pasar la oportunidad.
Wait, is it some kind of super powerful card?
No, it's a very common one. But it has a holographic layer.
Es una carta común y corriente, pero tiene una cubierta holográfica.
It's very...
Paimon meant apart from being very...
That is reason enough. I shall do my all to emerge victorious and add it to my deck.
Esa razón es suficiente para dar lo mejor de mí y para ganar la carta al mazo.
As someone who doesn't play cards much, I can't quite relate. But it isn't surprising that everyone has their own reasons for taking part in the tournament.
Fair enough. Alright, let's go find some...
Vamos. Queda solo uno. Y dejé el mejor para el final. Bien, Raywing, dime qué estás haciendo aquí.
Just call me Hat Guy. That's the name I use in Vahumana.
Pueden decirme dos sombreros. Los demás me están diciendo así, ¿no?
That sounds like a nickname, not a real name.
So I can't go by a simple, ordinary name?
No puedo usar un nombre sencillo o ordinario.
Suit yourself. Alright then, Hat Guy. Why are you taking part in the Interdarshan Championship? We're specially invited guest commentators, so play nice and answer our questions.
You could be Matra for all I care. So what if I don't answer you? What then?
Literalmente. Como si son mantra. Me da lo mismo. ¿Y qué si no le respondo? ¿Qué me harán?
I'll tell you this much. I have an agreement with someone not to reveal
Solo
my
digo deciré
motives.
una cosa. He acordado con cierta persona que no revelaré mis motivos.
You're not plotting some something in secret, are you?
Well, it's hard to say. Why don't you take a guess?
Tal vez sí, tal vez no. ¿Por qué no juegan algo?
Paimon's had it with you. Fine, be that way. Then we won't ask you why you're participating. Instead, why did you join Vahumana?
You two sure like to poke your noses where they don't belong. If I don't say anything, are you going to annoy me to death?
Sí que les gusta meter la nariz donde no les importa. Me van a seguir molestando hasta que responda, ¿verdad?
I heard that the Vahumana researcher named Akaba was researching the Tatarasuna incident, so I wrote a few essays to refute his points.
Escuché que había alguien involucrado en el incidente de Tarasuna, así que escribí un cuarto de ensayos para refutar mi punto de vista.
Later, when I was bored, I wrote some commentary on societal issues in Inazuma. I didn't expect Vahumana to consider me as one of them. Someone even invited me to a lecture or whatever.
Después me aburrí del tema y escribí un poco de Inazuma. No pensé que los demás lo encontraran interesante y me invitaran a formar parte de su secta.
From start to finish, it was just the wishful thinking of idiots. A misunderstanding. There's your answer. Simple.
De principio a fin, no eran más que tonterías de la gente ingenua. Ahí lo tienes, un malentendido que se puede haber resuelto en un par de palabras.
But when Lesser Lord Kusanali heard about this, she went out of her way to get me registered in Vahumana. She used the name Hat Guy.
Cuando ella se enteró de todo esto, me registró ella misma en la academia y me dijo que solucionara esto. Así que sí tenía razón, sí fue Najida.
Enough chit-chat. You're better off wasting your time with the other contestants.
Bien, se acabó la charla. Vayan a desperdiciar el tiempo de las otras personas.
Someone's about to get very unlucky. Wanna guess who?
Alguien está a punto de pasar un mal rato. No saben quién.
Anyone's supposed to relax with you around. We've got to stay alert and keep a close eye on him.
De acuerdo.
Looks like Karina's got a moment now. Let's go chat with her.
Bueno, ahora tenemos a Raiwing y por primera vez en un evento están Danker y Danker Hakashi y Scar en un mismo evento. Cuidado, ¿eh?
You must be the guest commentators Vikas invited. I've heard about you. I saw you two having quite the lively conversation, so I thought it would be best to wait. Are you two free right now?
Literalmente, la hermana entrometida en la anarquía.
We were actually looking for you, too.
Excellent. Then please allow me to explain your job responsibilities in detail. First, please take these. The first item is a custom camera from the Academia. Please use it to record the competition as it unfolds.
Vale.
The second is an event-specific locator that will flag all participants' locations. It will also sound when one of them completes an objective.
Wow! What a convenient little thing!
Interesante.
Aside from you two, there are two other commentators. However, they will remain by the commentators area and will not be following the contestants.
¡No! ¡El otro Danker! ¡El Danker dentro también! ¡Está aquí!
Speaking of which, you probably know them. Alhaitham and Nilu.
Oh, it's them!
Danker dentro y la esposa de Diluc.
Well, don't let me keep you, unless you have any questions for me.
¿Han
Why
visto
do you
que
ask?
blanco por aquí?
Really? I didn't see any such person. Could I ask? Strange. I was on stage the entire...
Paimon didn't see
Qué
anyone
raro.
either.
Perhaps you're mistaken. However, if you have...
Bien.
Hey, traveler. Paimon. Long time
¡No!
no see.
¡Atena! ¡Delia! ¡No!
Dia! Candace! You two are here as well!
Aquí hay que quedar la cagada. Aquí hay que quedar la cagada.
So they're two friends of yours. In that case, I'll take my leave. May you all have a wonderful time during the extravaganza.
The Academia sent us both invitations, so Dia suggested that we come together.
Ja, ¿qué tal Atena?
The villagers were also encouraging me to travel outside the village. I couldn't find it in myself to turn them down.
We're here now, so no point dwelling on that. Even though this extravaganza isn't a holiday or anything, it's still a big deal here in Sumeru. Merchants from all over will set up shop. There'll be tons of stuff to eat, use, and wear, more than you can count. I'm already set on helping you buy 2 new outfits. I mean, who wears the same thing at work and home anyway?
I'm looking forward to it. Just being able to relax and wander the streets freely has already made my day.
So, Traveler, Paimon, you two want to come with?
We'd love to, but we've got work to do right now.
Aw, that's a shame. Let's hang out together when you're free then.
De acuerdo.
In that case, Candace and I'll head out first. Good clothing and fabrics are very much in demand. If you snooze, you lose. Oh,
No need to rush. I think we'll have a better time if we take things slow. See you two later. Feel free to come find us whenever you have the time.
Paimon didn't think that Candace and Dia would come. Hanging out with them sounds like a great time. Still, looks like the
Vamos a ver a Danker dentro. Mira, yo siendo la verdad, lo único que faltó para que este evento fuera perfecto fue que apareciera Shogun. O la arconte de Fontaine, que le tengo un lore ya reservado ya. Fuck.
Shine down. I'm going in.
Bueno, eso fue fácil. Desde aquí, ¿no?
I will now announce the rules for the first round of the competition. Please listen carefully.
Bien, anunciaré las reglas de este increíble campeonato. Escuchen con atención porque no lo repetiré.
During the opening ceremony, Academia staff released several cages of butterflies, and many of them are now fluttering within Sumeru City.
Bien, en la ceremonia de apertura liberaron a las mariposas para hacerlo mucho más vistoso. Eso es lo que identifica a los campos elíseos.
Amongst these butterflies, 3 of them will be special swift flies. They have a different appearance and also fly a little faster.
Entre las mariposas se encuentran 3 estereotipos. Son especial de mariposa. Tienen una tienda diferente y son ligeramente más
Your
rápidos.
objective this round is to find a swift fly and bring it to me. 3 points will be awarded to the first participant to return, 2 to the second, and 1 point to the third.
El objetivo es encontrar uno de esos especímenes y traérmelo. Quien lo haga no tendrá 3 puntos, 2 puntos y 1 punto respectivamente por orden de llegada.
That is all for the first round. Should you require clarification on anything, please ask any of the other staff.
Eso es todo. Si tienen alguna duda, pueden preguntarle a Nilo o a mí.
Oh, Hathem's all business all the time, huh? That said, how did he get picked to be a commentator?
Finding 3 specific butterflies in a place as large as Sumeru City sounds rather improbable.
If these swift flies behave anything like regular butterflies...
I'm off. It will take some time to search every corner of Sumeru City.
Yo me largo, empezaré a hacer esto rápido.
Huh? You're going just like that?
Exacto.
A champion walks the road to victory.
Un campeón recorre el camino de la victoria sin ayuda.
My dear Kasharawar Jr., I have a plan. How about some cooperation between you and me?
Cooperation?
Looks like everyone's got their own plans for this, Tuffy. We're supposed to go on stage next, right? Let's wait and see everyone's reactions first.
De acuerdo.
Huh? Wait a minute. Look, he seems to be observing the other contestants just like we are. We were right not to let our guard down.
Do you remember those things we made?
Huh?
It's time for them to shine.
It looks like Faruzan and Kaveh have some secret plan.
Oh, hello there. Madame Faruzan and I are discussing how...
Shh! Hush now. The walls have ears around here. We should keep it a secret for now. Come now, let's go.
All right, there's no time to lose. We're off to make our preparations. See you later.
Vale.
This is basically what I'll need. Do you think you'll have any difficulties?
No, Misty.
I have most of the reagents with me, and I can buy the rest.
Kale, you're here too! Kanari, you have a master plan ready?
My My hypothesis is that the Swiftfly's morphological variations won't significantly affect their fundamental nature. So, of course, I could be wrong. Every mutation opens the door to new possibilities, especially when they are artificially introduced. Details will have to wait until after the post-experimental analysis. For now, Kale and I are going to buy some reagents for our experiment. All right, well, see you later.
Okay.
Hey, Layla! You look a little worried.
Yeah, I have no idea what I should do. What color are these swift flies? Do they have special markings? How do they differ from ordinary butterflies? Oh, I can't even figure out these basic questions, and most of what I've learned in the past is completely useless
No, ya se
here.
deprimió, weón.
Aren't people who research the stars supposed to have some extraordinary abilities? Why not use astrology to solve it?
Podrías utilizar la astrología para resolverlo.
Oh, you're another...
Is it that you can't use astrology during the day? Guess that skill's less you...
No, it's not like that.
So, why don't you do that then?
Mona Magistus, the astrologist, said that those who constantly use astrology to obtain things that, it's just something I read in an...
You're overthinking it. Power is just a tool. It just seems to me that you don't have the resolve to win this. Well, suit yourself. Wallow in your immature ideals if you like.
El poder es solo una herramienta para cumplir tu objetivo. Si no tienes la voluntad de ganar, bueno, quédate con tus ideales infantiles, si es lo que te hace feliz.
Hey! Seriously? Just walking off after saying a bunch of mean stuff like that?
Did I say something wrong just now?
Tienen distintos puntos de vista, eso es todo.
Thank you so much. I've made up my mind. To be honest, I've always been pretty good at observing.
Lord Sino seems to have found a Swiftfly. Come on, let's go check it out.
Really? Where?
The butterfly flew up high, and he's chasing it now.
Oh, no time to lose.
As expected of Sino.
Típico de Danker.
Actually,
Ahora que lo pienso, no deberían ni ustedes saber, después de todo deberían capturar el momento que Sino capture de la mariposa.
I'll head into the city shortly to start my own search.
Alright, in that case, let's go see Sino first, and then we can check on what everyone else is up to.
De acuerdo. Sigue a Sino. A ver, según esa cosa, creo que un punto de teletransportación no me costará nada. Utilizaré este. Parece que encontrarlo no será tan fácil. O puede que sí. No lo sé. Vamos a ver. Ay, qué frío. Ajá. Esto me sirve. Con esto no voy a pasar frío, carajo. Frío. Bien. Sigamos. Bien, tiene que ser por aquí. Raibon está aquí, pero Sino está hacia arriba, así que solo debo avanzar. Un poco más arriba. ¿No? Me pregunto, ¿cómo llegaré? Está arriba. Bien, solo tengo que llegar arriba, ¿no? ¿Cómo llego arriba? Ahora sí pudiera ser. ¡Ajá! ¡Lo encontré! No te arrancará de mí, insecto.
We found you, Sino! Oh, wait, is that a Swiftfly?
¿Es esa una de las mariposas?
Stay put. Don't move.
Quietos. No quiero ver ningún movimiento.
He caught it! Huh? Sino, what's wrong?
This isn't what I'm looking for. It's a...
No es la mariposa que buscaba.
Finally, I made it. I heard that you caught a swiftfly, Sino. Mind letting me see what it looks like? Hold on. Isn't this the mechanical bait that I released earlier? Why would you catch that instead of a swiftfly?
Wait a minute. If we consider this from a different angle, isn't it a good thing that the bait you made was convincing enough to fool even Sino?
That's right. During a previous interior design project, I felt that the artificial flowers on a wall were a little bland, so I decided on placing a few moving mechanical butterflies to add. In order to make them both small and nimble, I consulted with Madame Faruzan. Not long ago, the two of us took all those mechanical butterflies and released them into the city.
Why would you do that?
Need you even ask? Young people these days really do. Have you never played that game where you place strips of paper on a bamboo pole and wave it across a field of flowers to attract...
No, I haven't.
No, jamás.
Wait, so you're trying to...
Entonces me está tratando de decir que...
That's right. The butterflies within the city will mistake our mechanical bait for one of their own and follow them around. As long as we keep releasing and retrieving our bait, we can capture all the butterflies within the city. What comes afterward is just a matter of separating the swift flies from the other.
Huh. Guess that's one way to do it.
Do not underestimate the wisdom of your elders. I had already thought of this method the moment the round's rules were announced. Of course, we also owe much to this fine junior of mine here for making such lifelike butterflies. It seems that Kasharawar has not quite declined as far as I had thought in recent years. Their teaching skills at least seem to be intact.
Well, I just stuck to what I do best. The idea was yours.
No need to be so polite. Once we capture all these butterflies, we shall split the points for this round. Look, one of them is returning now. Huh? Wait a moment. Are my eyes deceiving me?
That's because there are none.
Looks like the match continues. I'll be looking elsewhere.
Parece que la conspiración continuará. Iré a otro lado a seguir mi objetivo.
Huh. Strange. Come, let's search in the direction the bait returned from.
We'll go have a look.
Vamos. Aunque, mejor. Ahora sí Shogun está en el evento. No.
Faruzan, Kaveh, why did you two stop?
So it was the Morta boy.
Así que era Cerito.
Kanari!
Literalmente. Y cuando llegue Fontaine va a ser peor. Porque la de Fontaine también va a formar parte del Dankerverse. Ya con el diseño ya tiene lore ya. Ya tiene lore esa loca. La Arconte de agua también me gustó harto. Así que yo esa la voy a buscar. Si es que esa de pelo blanco es la Arconte de agua, no sé.
Fascinating, isn't it? The butterflies have all congregated here to the special incense that I used.
Me pegué con... ¡Ah! Da un segundo que me voy a poner algo más abrigado. Que hace frío, carajo. Eso me pasa por no ponerme la chaleca antes. Me cago en todo. Mira, realmente tengo una teoría de qué personalidad va a estar. Pero es que literalmente esa Fontaine, el lore amoroso, puede ser la mejor región de todas si realmente tiran a Arlechino, que es la Fatul que está esperando de pelo blanco también. Tendría un lore impresionante de manera romántica esa región, la mejor en tema amoroso.
I infused it with 3 different types of honey, and the butterflies, following the fragrance, have gathered around me.
Butterflies must have really sharp noses then. Wait, do they even have noses? I've never seen one.
They do not, in fact, and their vision isn't stellar either. However, they can use their antennae to distinguish between scents, and their olfactory senses are generally quite advanced, allowing them to detect floral fragrances from great distances.
Oh, so that's how it is. I had a pet butterfly once. I picked wildflowers
Mira,
and placed
si
them in
sale
its box,
Ardechino
but
y la de pelo blanco el arconte de agua, como te digo, en tema amoroso, esa región, Fontaine, va a ser la mejor en lore amoroso. La mejor, porque ya voy a ver el lore que tengo reservado. Si sale, en caso que no, voy a estar por otro camino.
Appropriate temperature, sufficient air, and a spacious environment are examples of such considerations. You must also ensure that the food you've chosen suits their palate. Most importantly, you must curb your curiosity and avoid disturbing them while they rest. Otherwise, they may become stressed.
Sorry. I liked to poke at its wings at the top.
Humans tend to rear many creatures due to their aesthetic value, but not all are suited to such a process. Caring for living beings is hard work. Impulse alone is insufficient. Some prerequisite knowledge is always required.
You sure do know.
I have a question too. I bought a scarab not long ago and it hasn't seen...
I'd like to keep a dustbird as a pet. What are some key points I should consider?
Is it possible to keep a Rishpulin tiger?
¿Por qué no lo dejan en
Alright, it
paz?
seems like you all have a great deal of questions. But I am in the middle of the Inter-Darshan Championship at the moment, so I'm afraid I can't answer them all now. Let me propose an alternative. Next month, there will be a biology lecture at Dankerverse, and I will be sharing some interesting insights on living organisms there. If you're interested, you can attend that lecture, and if you should have any questions, just prepare them ahead of time. I'll answer questions after I've finished speaking.
All right. I'll be there.
Of course, please try to ask more rational questions. For example, whether you can raise a Rishpulin tiger as a pet or not is mainly dependent on whether you can overcome one in a fight.
Looks like Tainari's science lecture will drop.
Huh? Oh. Was I listening in for that long? Seems Kale's master does live up to his title as a teacher.
Madam Faruzan, I've had a look around. Nearly all the butterflies in this... However, we can cast our bait further away to avoid this area.
All right, then let's get moving.
Seems like the competition's really heating up.
Quiero ver lo que está haciendo el pinche Raigwing. A ver. Estoy cerca de Danker, de Hagai Shinker. Vamos a buscarlo. Se podría decir, ¿ah? Está arriba el desgraciado. Ay, Dios. En este caso, tengo que subir el árbol, ¿no? ¿Cómo llego hasta arriba ahora? ¿Por acá? Perfecto. No sé cómo llegué aquí, pero bueno. Hay que seguir. Está arriba. Me cago en todo. Bueno, está arriba. Te encontré.
This is taking longer than I thought.
Ja, esto tomará más tiempo de lo que creí. Hay uno. Nadie está para acá. Hablamos con el de una, de paso.
Seems the wind is stronger than I thought.
Ya, dos menos. Ya, el Faruzán y el otro, ¿dónde están? Están acá. Aquí está, Faruzán.
Let's wait here.
Aquí está el otro.
Please lead this way.
¡Ay! ¡Mira! Ok, eso fue... eso fue chistoso. Te encontré. ¿Estás sentado este Gil?
What brings you two here?
¿Qué los trae por aquí?
Huh? You're here having coffee? Aren't you supposed to be a contestant?
Is there really any need for me to take part while everyone's running around like it's some sort of carnival?
¿Acaso tengo que
Don't
participar
worry.
como todos los demás?
I'll get involved once things actually get serious.
Ja, no te preocupes, haré acto de presencia cuando sea necesario. A ver, ¿quién más queda? Laila. Está más arriba.
Layla, how are things going on your end?
I've been searching for quite a while now, but I haven't seen any sign of the Swiftflies yet. Instead, I ended up catching a few mechanical devices that looked very similar to butterflies.
Looks like Baruzan and Kave's device.
I'll keep up the search. That said, I've noticed that probably because the other contestants are coming up with their own...
What's this?
Una que está...
Oh, what a coincidence. I guess I just need to catch... Oh, please wait.
It's so fast! Paimon thought I'll hate them so...
No, come back.
Come on, Traveler, let's go too.
Bueno, encontramos uno.
The locator's going off. Looks like someone's already caught themselves a Swiftfly.
Why isn't it working? I don't get it.
The locator's going off again. So, someone else finished too? That would mean that the one Layla's chasing is the last Swiftfly.
Oh, it just occurred to me that we should also get you a...
No, it's fine. I don't think I'll end up using it.
Maybe you won't, but it doesn't hurt to have one, right? Come on, just trust me on this one. Huh? Who are you, and what do you want?
Please, don't move.
Don't move? Who sent you?
Dia.
Don't worry, I can handle this.
Oh, está bacán el está bonita la imagen.
believe she's looking for this.
A butterfly. Was it on my head?
Oh, you're...
It's been a while, Layla.
Espérate, ¿se conocen?
A friend of yours? Oh, so she must be the one.
Huh? Oh, yeah. It has been some time. The first time I ever woke up after sleepwalking, I somehow found myself in Aru Village. Candace was the one who took care of me then.
That's right. She didn't look well, so I gave her something to eat. She said a lot of complicated things about astrology, the night sky, the stars. Not sure I understood it all, but it sounded pretty enchanting.
Literalmente parecen madre e hija todo.
Right. Do you still want this butterfly? It's of little use to me, but if you don't want...
Just let her have it. It's no big deal.
The Swiftfly was flying so fast, but you were able to catch it like it was nothing, Candace.
Oh, it didn't seem that quick, really. I was actually worried that I would injure it. But I'm glad that didn't happen.
Anyway, sorry about the butterfly thing. With the way you suddenly came running over like that, I thought, on second thought, I guess I've never seen an assassin that looks tired with dark bags around their eyes.
I'll do what I can.
We'll be on our way then. See you later.
Alrighty, let's bring the Swiftfly.
¿Quién lo diría? Regresa a la sede del evento. Bueno, no es el momento, pero después te va a venir a patear trasero por fuera de cámara. Ahora que sé que hay duelista aquí también.
It seems we have a third contestant who has returned with us. With that, the first round has come to an end. I anticipate that...
Your closing statement sounded so... How do I put it?
Well, you could certainly stand to try being more decisive, Nilu. It would help you live more freely.
Creo que deberías aprender a hablar con más determinación tú también. Te dará más libertad.
Hang on a second. Who were the first two contestants with Swiftflies?
Tighnari was first, and as for the second, it's being discussed right now.
Hey, Alhaitham, I think I've come... Second place gets 2 points, right? Can't map...
Quite the imagination you have there. I've read the championship handbook from cover to cover, and I never saw any rule which permits that.
Then we can just add a rule.
Do you really think I'd do that?
¿En qué crees que puedo arreglar una regla solo porque tú quieres?
Oh, come on, you're not going to stand in the way of my victory, are you?
Well, you're free to send the organizing committee an application outlining your naive proposal.
3 working days? It'll be too late by then.
Unfortunately.
Paimon gets it now. Kaveh and Farazan found the second Swiftfly together, but the...
Oh well, the rules are the rules. Since you call me madam, so I'll put the points under Kaveh's name then?
No. If I take these points, won't that only... You might be alright with that, but I cannot do it. Not in good conscience.
I don't have any problem with it. There are 2 more rounds after all. Losing one isn't a major setback. But if you insist, I have another method. We can draw lots to see... What? Is there something...
No.
All right. I'll get the paper needed.
No!
Oh, seriously?
I'm sorry, but...
No, you do deserve it. I'm just lamenting my bad luck.
Indeed. It's rare to see anyone with such terrible luck be so willing to decide victory via lots.
Estoy bastante intrigado porque alguien con tan mala suerte pidió un sorteo.
And what would you know about that? I just...
We can save bickering for later. Record the points under Farazan, and that'll finally bring the first round to a... The second round will be held in the desert. We'll be moving our commentator stand over to Aru Village.
El segundo puesto estará desierto.
Let's
Vamos
meet
a
up in
por ello.
Aru Village once everything is ready. I'll announce the details of the second round then.
Ahí anunciaré los detalles de la siguiente ronda.
Till then, you have some free time. I'm off the clock at this point, so it's farewell for now.
Wait, I'll hate them! You...
Don't be upset, Kaveh. Sign.
Oh, so that's how it works. In that case, I'll take in some deep breaths. It's really no big deal. 2 points aren't enough to decide. I'll win the next round.
Looks like you've managed to pick yourself back up, young man. Good. I must warn you, though, that I'm quite familiar with the desert.
I'm no stranger to the desert either. I'll be fine. All right, then.
So the current standings are Tainari in first place, Faruzan in second, and Layla in third. Oh, guess we should also take a nice break before the next round starts.
Why, you two look a little lost. If you're not sure where to start enjoying the Academia Extravaganza...
Your boss? Who's that?
Well, only the most famous...
Oh,
Precisely. Our boss sent me to inform you two that she'll be waiting for...
Dori. Ah, la pelirrosada. ¿Verdad? Ajá, lo sabía.
Oh, well, if it isn't the Traveler in Paimon. Hey, Dory, are you here to attend the Academia Extravaganza too? Of course.
¿Por qué no me sorprende, cierto?
Endless stream of customers. I can already hear the Mora going clink, clink, clink as they fill my corn pouch.
Ay, señor, es en serio.
Well, is there anything you'd like to purchase? We've got everything you need.
No venimos a eso.
Well, do you have anything to eat? Oh, wait, we're celebrating the extravaganza and you're only thinking of eating... I mean, of course, we've got lots of things to eat. That said, I recommend that you also consider some of the great bargains we have going on. The Wisdom Gala is about to begin, and just between us, I have some super booster supplements for... no thanks, we'll pass. Anyway, Paimon just wants something to eat. All right. Mora is Mora. Well, Paimon's pretty hungry right now. Do you have any touching? Let me see.
Huh?
This is a huge job, isn't it?
If this works out, we'll be set.
Here you go. 2 servings of touching. Yay! Huh? What are you looking at, Traveler?
Acabo de ver a alguien que no me causa buena impresión.
Oh? Who? Someone we know?
Olvídalo, no es nada.
Was it someone suspicious? Have we attracted some... huh? I don't know who you saw just now, but I do have some hard-to-come by
¿Qué? ¿Qué es esto? Ok. Bueno, pase de batalla nivel 3. Quiero ver si llego al nivel 10 para sacar esto por lo menos. Y voy a cambiar un poquito el equipo. Era acá.
Our mission begins.
Ah, no, pero Sai no está en el evento, así que no. Toshirito.
Time for some training?
¿Y por qué no Genshin podría ser. Tal vez. Rukia.
Let's finish this.
Dilo, porque está Nilo. ¿Por qué no? Me van a regalar a Faruzan si consigo los puntos. Me gusta. Bien, en marcha. Con que Faruzan se unirá a mi equipo, eso sí me interesa. Mira, por lo que dijeron era el desierto, ¿no? Bien. Ahora solo tengo que adelantar esto, ¿no? Ahí está. Persecución en la arena. Veamos. ¿Un dendrúculo? ¿Quién tiene que ser aquí? Ahí va Haikam.
Is it me, or are the bags under your eyes even darker than during the last round? Are you all right?
Thanks for the concern, Kaveh. Even though I try to fall asleep, I can't...
I know the feeling.
Do you have any...
To be honest with you, no. You could say there are many things that don't have a quick fix, and can... I suppose you can think of it as something akin to an illness. Sometimes there's no effective cure, so you just have to let things run their course. I don't know what's stressing you out, but I can feel all the anxiety and pressure coming from you. The next round's about to start, so chin up and do your best.
Oh, okay. You do your best, too.
Looks like everyone's here. I will now explain the second round to you all. There are 3 ley line disruptors buried in the area around Aru Village. These devices can imitate the effects of ley line disruption and will constantly interfere with the environment. Your goal is to shut them down.
El objetivo de la segunda prueba es descifrar códigos. Una vez descifrados, tendrán que hacerlo. Saludos.
The first 3 who manage to finish this task will be awarded 4, 3, and 2 points accordingly. Note that each person may only bring a set amount of food and water with them, and that leaving the designated competition zone will result in disqualification.
Pero solo sabido que cada uno puede llevar consigo una cantidad determinada de agua y comida. Además, quienes abandonan el área de la competición serán descalificados.
Well, what do you think? Want to team up again? I shall consider letting you have the points on account of what happened in the previous round.
That's all right. I've been here many times, and in any case, machines are one of my special...
It's good to see such confidence in a youngster like yourself. I also happen to be well acquainted with this place, but aside from us,
Sí, sí sé que eres tú.
there's a favorite for Champion. We must be careful of him.
A favorite to win?
Shh, not so loud. I mean that boy, Tainari. He took first place in the previous round, and if he does so again this time, I heard that you solved the Vidya Forest's leyline effluence problem with him not long ago. Since this round involves resolving a machine-simulated leyline disruption, it should be a simple matter for him.
That's true. It does look like it.
He already has Kale, who is an excellent pupil. If he were to win this round as well, then wouldn't we, as his senior, it's my solemn duty to prevent such an
I'll get going as well. See...
How are you feeling?
¿Estás bien?
I think I'm okay, but I'll take things slowly for now.
De acuerdo.
Is this all the water we're getting?
Sorry. Well, this round seems to be about how quickly you can shut down the devices. It's also testing your ability to survive in tough conditions.
I knew it'd be harder than... So we'll either need to find the devices as quickly as possible, or we'll have to...
You're welcome. Please, take care of yourself.
Well, there goes everybody. So, who should we visit this time? Oh, right! Didn't Farozan say that Tainari's the favorite to win? Let's...
La segunda parte. Según este mapa, Tignari tiene que estar en esa zona. Según yo, estoy muy bien. Tengo que seguir esta Donna. Ahí está Layla, Tignari y también está Raywin. Creo que utilizaré este TP para transportarme más fácil. Bien. Según esto... Danker debería estar acá. Está arriba. ¡Ajá! Bien, te encontré.
The sun is especially intense today. I hope Tainari will be alright.
Hoy el sol quema más de lo normal. Espero que Serito se encuentre bien.
Probably not. I should go check on him.
Puede que no esté muy bien. Será mejor que lo vaya a buscar. A ver si me mantiene un poco divertido. Ah, no eres la gran cosa. ¡4000! No están mal esos números, ¿eh? ¿Quién viene? No estuvo mal esta pelea para calentar un poco la manita. Pensando que ya estoy acá. Vale. ¿Qué es esa cosa? Ya no es mi momento para pelear con él. No tengo el equipo de 4 y no quiero cambiarlo, así que después ya lo juego. Según esto, no debería estar aquí. ¿En serio? ¿Quedamos abajo? Lo encontré. Ya te vi. ¿Qué haces aquí, Raywing?
This seems more annoying than the last round. That's fine, though. I'll find some place to sit and watch them scurry.
Parece que esta prueba es más molestosa que la anterior. Esperaré aún más tiempo para hacer mi movimiento. Según estos ceritos tendría que estar hacia esta dirección. Tiene que estar por aquí, ¿no? Ahí está.
You're right. Huh? Oh no. It looks like he's fainted. We have to help him. Tainari, are you okay?
It's so hot.
Oh, so you passed out because of the heat.
That's right. I usually bring lots of water when I went through all my water very quickly, and with the effects of the disturbed ley line, my ancestors, the Valuka Shuna, were originally from the desert.
This isn't the time for a history lesson.
Humans. Such fragile beings. Your bodies can't even survive extreme changes in the environment.
¿Qué criaturas tan débiles son los seres humanos? Ni siquiera pueden adaptarse a los entornos.
Here, take this.
Oye, me encanta la ilustración, hermano.
Are you serious? This had better be just normal water. Hey! Paimon really doesn't get that guy. What's he up to?
I'm feeling a little better now. Thanks, you two.
Oh, it wasn't just the two of us.
Found you at last.
Por fin te encontré.
Sino, you're here too.
I was concerned, so I came back to check on you.
Estaba un poco
Will
preocupado,
you be
así
able
que
to
vine a
go on?
revisar. ¿Puedes seguir?
The fur on my tail is so dry, it's practically been singed right off. I don't see any purpose in pushing myself beyond what is reasonable. It appears I'm not suited to this particular round. I should probably just return to Aru Village and rest.
Really? So you're backing out?
Yes. I do have my results in the first round to serve as a buffer, so even if I forfeit this round, withdrawing now will allow me to conserve my energy. Continuing to push onward would be counterproductive.
Estoy de
A
acuerdo.
wise decision. Let's get you back to Aru Village.
Una decisión aceptada. Terminaremos de regreso.
It's fine. I can make it back.
Oh, stop trying to be so polite. Come on. Well,
En marcha. Lleva a Tignaria a la vuelta de arena. Layla está aquí. ¿No puedo teletransportarme? Claro, puedo utilizar esto. Para encontrar a Faru-san solo tengo que encontrar el otro. Bien. Bien, parece que tengo que bajar.
I'm feeling a little washed
Funcionó.
out.
Fourth, my plane. There is no escape.
¡Ataque del ave Fénix!
Cascade.
Ahora sí, estoy molesto. ¿Dónde está? Muere y no molestes más. ¿No? Bien, ahora sí acá. Pero que yo también tendré jugado. ¡Layla!
How are you feeling now, Tainari? Do you want to rest some more?
There's some shade here, so we can stop for a while.
Aquí dice Sombra, descansemos un poco.
All right, let's do that.
Oh, Sino and Tainari. And you've got the Traveler and Paimon with you.
Oh, hey!
Yeah, the sun was too strong, so I did... What about you?
Unfortunately not. I'm not quite as capable at...
Withdraw?
I believe the rules do provide for such a situation. Alhaitham did say that the act of leaving the...
Didn't I ask you if you were all right before this? If you had just decided to withdraw then, you wouldn't have had...
Well, I had to try, didn't I? So I tried, and it didn't work out. And now I'm backing out while I can. When I get back, I'm definitely going to make a batch of sun-resistant oil. Next time I venture into the desert, I'll be prepared.
Sí, creo que es un buen plan, la verdad. Siendo honesto.
By the way, you're Layla, aren't you? You don't look very well yourself. Will you be all right?
Vale.
I did feel a little faint when I first entered the desert, but I feel a lot better after rest.
Be careful not to push.
Don't worry.
Feeling the pressure?
¿Sientes mucha presión?
You can...
Your expression is similar to the ones I see on criminals' faces when I interrogate them.
Los criminales que suelo interrogar tienen la misma expresión que tienes ahora.
To tell you the truth, I'm still not sure whether Most people voted for me because of all the rumors surrounding me. And to be honest, even the people who usually criticize me voted...
So their expectation...
Yes.
To be completely honest, I don't really feel any pressure. Firstly, those who expect things from you do not necessarily do so for benign reasons. On the other hand, those who do consider your feelings. Next, we are researchers. Our primary duty is to interact with knowledge, not to meet others' expectations. As for me, I took part in this competition to advertise for an academic lecture at Gandarvaville next month. I'll obviously try my best during the competition, but I won't let any additional pressure get to me. I think you can also try to find a clearly defined goal. That may help you.
Huh. I understand. Thanks for your advice.
I'm absolutely parched after...
I've still got some water with me.
No, I'll be all right. We aren't far from Aru Village, so I can go the rest of the way myself.
Yes. All right then.
Descuida.
Your
Ganaré
spirit
por
will
ti
live
en
on through me.
espíritu.
Hey, don't talk like that. Everyone, I'll be heading back now.
I'll continue searching for the ley line disruptors.
Are you feeling better now, Layla? Yeah, I feel like some of the weight has been taken. It's been a long time since I first left my hometown to come to the academia, and every day here has been so precious. But of course, there have been some rough times. All sorts of complex astrological models, countless quizzes, and essays that took all my brain power. When I was chosen as my Darshan's representative, it felt like another boulder was added to the ones already rolling behind me. Every time I close my eyes, I think of all the people I'd disappoint if I mess up.
Solo queremos que sea feliz.
I think that's what Tainar... You're our good friends, which is why you didn't stop him from dropping...
That's right! No need to feel so down.
That said, he did also say that he hopes I could have more concrete goals for taking part in this. Anyway, I won't take up any more of...
True. We should go look for the others. Now...
you could go see how Madame Farozan's...
Okay, let's go look for
Vamos a ir a Faruzan. A ver, Faruzan estaba hacia arriba, ya me acuerdo. Aquí estaba. Aquí estás.
Hey there, Farozan. Have you made any progress? You're just in time. I'm about to start digging right here. Oh, you found the ley line disruptor already?
Such a simple problem could never confound me. Not long after entering the desert, I discovered a primal construct that was acting abnormally. Once I got near here, it suddenly disappeared.
You're a true expert, Madame Farwood.
Well, I do happen to have more experience than most. But that aside, has anyone...
Nope.
Well then, I suppose I'll be the first. Oh?
He's not used to being...
I didn't think he would have such a weakness. What about the others? Is that Ratawahist girl still a bundle of nerves?
Tainari gave Layla some advice, and she seems to be doing a lot better now. Sino just started his search for the disruptor.
And what about Kaveh?
Paimon doesn't think so, or our locators would have already let us know.
Strange. What's he lollygagging for? With his skills, you should have heard something from him by now.
Este.
Well, I'm afraid the most thrilling...
Bien, a ver. Kaveh creo que está para arriba. No, pero...
Everything's in place and they've taken the bait. Yes. Now to start reeling them in.
A ver, creo que cada vez que está para acá. Aquí está. A ver, ¿qué me dice este Gil?
Come on, stop following me! I already gave you all the food I had on me.
¡No sos perro!
You can cry all you want. I don't have any more food. All I have left is a half bottle of water, and I can't possibly give you that. Without water, traveling in the desert will be incredible. Mirak, can you help me out here? Keep them away.
¿Es una máquina? What the fuck?
Faruzan told us to come see how you're doing. What are you up to?
Just thinking about it makes me upset. Not long after I entered the desert, I was accosted by these fellows.
Bueno, a ver.
I don't know why, but they didn't leave the competition grounds. And now the ley line disruptions have left them confused and circling around the area. The moment they saw me, they wouldn't leave me alone. They even cheated me out of my limited food supply.
Ay, lo dejaron sin comida. Puta el weón.
Hey, didn't I ask you to keep them away?
Kave, is this flying metal thingy yours?
that's right. This is my toolbox, Mirak.
Your toolbox? Huh. It seems pretty fancy. Hey there! Can you understand us?
Sometimes I need to carry things when I go out, so it's handy to have a portable toolbox.
Well, this
Bueno, es un
definitely doesn't
maletín.
look like an ordinary toolbox, that's for sure.
It's a long story. When I was working in the desert, I ran into a merchant group who had a machine core they excavated from some tomb. It was clearly from King Deshret's civilization. His technology still isn't fully understood, and Kasharwar has many different opinions on this topic. Our current theories cannot explain such mysteries. Upon seeing such a rare, complete specimen before me, I forked over all the mora on my person to purchase it. Some time back, I wanted to make an automated case that could store my offloaded items. With that core, I created Mirak.
A ver, deme un segundito. No funcionó. A ver. ¿Es en serio? Ay, no me quiere pescar esta wea. A ver, dame un segundito que tengo que escuchar un audio. De un momento, ¿vale?
It can't understand commands that are too complex, but it can serve as my assistant and help me with things like mapping and surveying.
Ay, carajo. Ya, listo. Ahora sí. Me cago en... Me cago en... ¡No! ¡No!
Most importantly, it can't talk, so it can't give me any attitude. Oh, yes. Thanks for helping hide the fact that I live at Alhatham's place earlier.
Bueno, Paimon estuvo a punto de arruinar todo.
Sorry.
I hope this season of my life ends soon, so I can get things back. Things just started going downhill at some point. Maybe it all started when my mom remarried and left for Fontaine. Or maybe it all started when I spoke to Alhaitham in the library. Or maybe it's because constructing the Palace of Alcazarzaray burned through my funds. I'm still paying off the debt from that one. Oh, when's this going to end? Now that I think about it, it's not like any of you asked to be trapped in a ley line disruption.
Kaveh, aren't you going to look...
Yes, but I can't just... Oh, forget it. The more I think about this, the more I feel ahead. Time's a-wasting. I'm off.
Kaveh looks like he's conflicted. He really wants to win, but he can't ignore those he wants to help. Paimon's always felt like he's the type who easily... Paimon doesn't mean this in an insulting way, but he seems like the kind of guy who'd be really easy to take advantage of. Whoa, someone's done already. Paimon also wants to know.
¿No puedo teletransportarme? Claro que puedo. Soy un idiota. ¿Cómo no vencer esa mierda antes?
Verification complete. Congratulations on being this round's first winner, Sino.
No, fue Danker, fui yo, es que... Papita manito Tom, viejo.
Ooh, so Sino was the quickest.
I am from Spontamon, after all. We know a lot about ley lines, so finding a disruptor was never going to be particularly difficult for me.
Vengo de la escuela elemental. De donde vengo, esto es sencillo. No fue tan difícil.
Since the Traveler and Paimon also happen to be here, do you have anything you want to say?
Anything I want to say? My friend couldn't continue on, so failure was never an option.
Bueno, mi amigo cayó a mitad de la prueba. Perder para mí no era una
The
opción.
bonds of yesterday will forge the road to tomorrow. With the ties of friendship that bind
Los
us,
lazos del
I
pasado
won't lose
abrieron
to
camino hacia
anyone.
mí. El lazo de la amistad que nos vincula. Nunca perderé ante nadie.
That's a line from King of Invocations, one of my favorite works, and it sums up my thoughts right now.
It might be a good thing that Tainari isn't here, or else he'd give Sino a good smack right about
Bueno,
now.
lo que digo esta vez está cierto.
Oh, wow. It's already so late. Everyone's probably...
Something similar happened in King of Invocations.
Any thoughts on that, Alhaitham?
I have no thoughts regarding King of
Milu obviously wasn't...
Deserts are much more dangerous at night, so this competition should be nearing its end. At the
I wonder who the next person to find...
Wait, only 3 people are left? Tainari for...
He also forfeited not long ago.
Paimon can't understand... But, like Alhaitham said...
A ver, ¿a quién te quiero buscar ahora? Layla. A Layla, a Farusan y a Kaveh. Bueno, vamos con Layla.
Hello again. You know, it suddenly occurred to me that you guys have had to do a lot of running around this time. Don't you find it tiring?
Podría ser peor.
Really? Wow. I don't know where you get your... The desert's getting colder now that night's falling, and the... has anyone...
Sino's Circle's already shut one down.
I circled the whole area, but I did have... Well, my fellow Ritaohist members must have all put my name forward for different reasons. But be that as it may, I want to live up to their expectations.
Huh?
Of course, that comes with some amount of pressure for sure. But that may not sound like a huge difference to you.
Well, that's great!
Also, now that I think I'll... But the competition isn't over yet.
Wait! You're...
La otra Laila.
Good to see you too. It's nice to be out. Feels like I've been cooped up inside for quite a while. Well, since I'm here, I guess I should help her finish this. What are we supposed to be doing here again? Let me see. Come with me, you two.
Su personalidad totalmente cambia cuando entra en ese modo somnámbulo, ¿no crees?
Do you ever get the feeling that the ley lines have a regular flow? Similar to the way that celestial bodies follow fixed orbits. If we were looking down from on high, I wonder whether we'd find that the ley lines are just the reflections of the stars upon the Earth. Not all astrological phenomena can be directly observed. Some are deductions based on other details that we know. It's the same situation with the ley lines. The parts of them that are hidden underground can be identified via elemental energy, sound, and other phenomena.
¿Ahora hacia dónde?
Plus, now that someone has shut one of the disruptors down, the contrast between before and after can
Me
provide
cago en la-
further information still. Let me see. It should be here, I think.
I'm sure I've forgotten something. Not to worry, I'll simply send someone to fetch it. As soon as I remember what it was.
¡Achú! ¡Me cago en la... ¡No! ¡Se me fue! Perdón, otro audio. Bueno, es aquí, ¿no? Se me está dando la idea, me cago en la...
This should be it, right? I'll turn it off. That should restore the ley lines in the area to normal.
Básicamente entonces casi de hora.
Again, I didn't do any of the real work. I'm just wrapping up.
Me cago en la puta con... Se me movió de nuevo.
She'll probably wake up soon. No doubt she'll be a little disoriented at first. Will you be staying?
Oh, time to check our locator.
Bien,
Perhaps
vamos a
they're
ver
about to
acá.
find the lost Before the second round, he had a chat with the other me. He said that worries can be like illnesses. They don't always have, but the way I see it, his situation is much worse than my other self's. She just hadn't... Kaveh, meanwhile, knows what he wants to do. He doesn't have a second personality, but somehow he still seems that... I don't know exactly how to describe it. Still, who knows?
Oh, true.
Bien, yo creo que voy a dejar el directo hasta que termine esta prueba.
Y
sería porque literalmente ya se está alargando mucho y no me queda mucha batería de paso, así que vale. Tengo que correr hacia arriba, ¿verdad? Vale, hacia arriba. Vamos para acá. Vamos a ir para acá. Vale, volemos. Ya, creo que ya tiene que estar por terminar y la última parte la dejo para mañana en la mañana. Lo voy a hacer mañana en la mañana ya que no tengo mucho problema mañana en la mañana, así que... ¡Me cago el... Bueno, básicamente la Faruzan me gustó mucho el diseño, su personalidad y toda esa vaina, ¿no? Ya, sigamos.
Finally found it.
Por fin lo encuentro.
Kaveh?
Oh, Madame Faruzan. And here...
Faruzan, Kaveh!
¡No! ¡Está en el mismo punto!
Oh, looks like Layla's already done.
I didn't expect that you and I would find a disruptor at the same time.
Kainari and Hakai forfeited, while Sino and Layla, huh?
Yes. I kept digging, but instead I fell down pretty deep, and it was completely dark in there. It took me quite some time to unlock the various mechanisms and return to...
Finishing a week's worth of trials in such a short time.
What about you? Why are you...
I encountered a lot of lost desert foxes along the way, and I brought them to the outskirts of the competition zone. When I woke up, it was already night. I used the last of my strength to come here.
A most curious reason indeed. But are you sure you're all right? It sounds like you were in an incredibly dangerous situation. You said you were familiar with the desert, but the way you handled problems...
It was problematic, but that had nothing to do with me being a genius. The way I did things wasn't optimal, but I wouldn't have been comfortable not doing it.
Youths these days, each stranger than the next. But back to the main issue at hand. Since we are both very certain that this is where the final leyline disruptor is, let's dig it up then. Well, this is indeed it. What is it, youngster?
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking that there shouldn't be any more innocent creatures getting wrapped up. As for the points, I guess we can draw lots again later.
All right. In that case, let's...
Ya, con esto ya terminamos esta parte del evento, ¿no? Y dejamos la última para mañana, ¿no? Sí. Este quedó 2 horas. Yo quería dejarlo de 1, pero ya quedó de 2 y bueno, creo que... Por favor. Que ya esto sea el final, por favor. Y maldito Raimon. Empecé a hacer una batalla épica entre Sino y él y no ha pasado nada entre los culiados, nada.
Looks like the second round is over. I wonder who is faster, Kaveh or Madame Faruzan? Huh? Where's Madame Faruzan?
She went to get water. She'll be back shortly. We basically arrived at the same time, so we'd like to draw lots again.
You get caught up in some things so easily.
I'm not caught up in anything.
Don't really. Then should I say that you have a curious affinity?
I'll go get the box and slips of paper for the lot.
Me se pone todo en el Dankerverse, ¿verdad?
Oh, here we go again.
I got it! Did you...
Congratulations!
Looks like Kaveh's luck's...
Oh, finally!
It looks like you've been rewarded for your tribulations in the desert.
And with that, our second round is done. As for the current standing, Sino and Layla both have 4 points, putting them both in first place. The next round will be the final one. I heard that some stalls at the Wisdom Gala are debuting.
Bueno. Ahí está. Vale. Bueno. Vamos a dejarlo hasta acá porque de verdad ya se me hizo muy largo y no puedo estar con la tercera parte. Pensé que iba a dar un directo a las 3 partes, pero no me dio. Así que lo que vamos a hacer ahora es dejarlo hasta aquí y mañana voy a hacer directo de la tercera parte. Así que lo voy a dejar hasta aquí. Espero que les haya gustado el directo. Sí, por eso me gusta. La buena suscripción. Comenten lo que quieran. Suscríbanse que no cuesta nada. Y nos vemos en el siguiente directito. Adiós. Besos por ver. Bye.